Hey Stash fans, welcome back to the Mully Stash Show. As promised, Thursday night cooking episode is coming at you. Well, sort of as promised. Actually, tonight is a baking episode, not a cooking episode, but you'll see Mully, do his thing in the kitchen. That's good enough. So we decided tonight to make some special brownie M&Ms. And now this is Mully's secret recipe, and it's really awesome. I think. I've never actually tried it before. But it's Mully's secret recipe, and as long as it's our little secret, I'll give the recipe to you, only because it's on the back of the M&M bag. You can get it at the store. So there's that. But anyway, firstly, I got all the ingredients laid out. I have 4 eggs, I have 2 cups sugar, 1 1/4 cup flour, I have salt, vanilla, and baking powder, only a teaspoon each. I have 4 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate chips. I have a cup of oil. I have 2 cups of M&Ms divided, plus a bowl of M&Ms for snacking. Just because I'll need to. And I have my espresso. But first, what we need to do is we need to combine the semi-sweet chocolate M&Ms and the oil and melt those together over the stove. So let Mully move the camera, and we'll do that. Alright. First we take the cup of canola oil, pour that in there. I suppose I could turn my pan on too, that would probably help a little bit. Now normally when Mully does something like this, which I've done something similar, just not this particular recipe, I use a double boiler. However, we are in the process of moving and the double boiler is already packed away. Anyway, we need to start with this because this needs to be melted down, and then it needs to be cooled before we can mix it into the rest of the mixture. So we'll just go ahead and get this done first thing and get this out of the way. Since we're not using a double boiler, we need to constantly stir because we don't want to burn the chocolate. That is like the absolute cardinal rule while baking something. Also, you see I'm using a spoon as opposed to a whisk. I think probably one of the worst things I hate to wash is a whisk. I don't know why, I just hate washing whisks and mixers. So we use a spoon when we can. It was brought to my attention actually by my second biggest fan that we use a spoon because the metal in the whisk will change the flavor of the chocolate, and that is also another cardinal sin. We don't burn the chocolate, we don't change the flavor of the chocolate. And I don't know about you, but I really don't think we should add any weird stuff like oranges or whatever to the chocolate. Anyway, this is pretty well mixed. We're just going to let it sit here over the side, cool down, and we will get started on the next part. I really had to have a separate bowl of snacking. My willpower is not good enough to not have M&Ms when they're in front of me. Anyway, as the chocolate is cooling, we are going to grease and flour our pan, and we're going to start mixing our other ingredients together. 2 cups of plain sugar, 4 whole eggs, and 1 teaspoon vanilla. However, I have a couple bottles of vanilla that are all partially full, so I don't know, hopefully one of them gives me a teaspoon. Not quite. But at least I won't have 3 bottles of vanilla in my cabinet anymore. Hopefully I can get it out of the 2. Oh, lost it a little bit. Cool. So, anyway, I thought they were going to be chocolate brownies initially. I guess they're going to be more vanilla brownies now. That's okay. So, I can't find a tub of Crisco. I got these like sleeves of Crisco. I don't really care for using these as much just because they're inconvenient. It's more messy. I put it in a bag to store. Tub's easier, but this is what I have. Anyway, put some on a paper towel. Just rub it all over on the inside of this pan. It's sort of like waxing a car. You'll see like this nice hazy surface. Make sure you don't miss any spots. And that's all there is to greasing the pan. And you don't drop the pan, don't break the pan. Anyway, and then when I'm done greasing the pan, I always add flour, whether the recipe really calls for it or not. I tend to. I don't know why. Something from my past. Not much. Less than a quarter cup. Maybe a few tablespoons. And I just shake this around like so. Normally I do this over the sink so I don't make a big old mess, but you get the idea. I'm going to go over the sink to finish it up, just to do the sides. But that is how you grease and flour a pan. Alright, Stash fans, it's time to add the chocolate mixture that we had cooling. This was the semi-sweet chocolate chips and the oil. Now, I don't know how to do this without making a big mess. I want you guys to be able to see, so, oh well. Not too bad. Proud of myself. So, somebody ate all my snacking M&Ms. My guess is it was probably me, but oh well, it's okay. I'll be eating a lot more M&Ms in a little bit. I've never actually sift right into the mixing bowl, so I stopped the mixer, obviously. I don't know if I'm supposed to have it mixing, but we'll see what happens. This sifter actually works pretty nice. It's just a little spin handle. The last one I had to throw away was the one where you had to squeeze like that, except the salt, since I'm using the kosher salt, is too big to fit through. Anyway, that old sifter, that could, I don't know, cause some arthritis problems or something, I don't know. It wasn't fun. This one worked pretty slick. Alright, put this back on, give this a little spin, I guess, till it's all mixed. Alright, so now we're going to take 1 cup of M&Ms and press into the mixture on top, supposedly. I don't know. I did study some physics in college, and I heard about this thing called gravity, right? I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it's the law, apparently. And also, it looks like gravity is pressing them in for us. So, I'm not sure, but you know how Mully likes to follow directions. So I'm probably, instead of laying awake all night playing the what if game, I guess I'll just press them in real quick, just for funsies, but it sure doesn't look like I need to. So this is... This was not well thought out. Peppermint gum with raw brownie mix. Not the best choice, but definitely going to be awesome. We're going to throw this in the oven. And then in 25 to 30 minutes, we are definitely going to enjoy it. Alright, we are back to check out the brownie mix. So here it goes. Ooh, it smells like it's burning. Holy shit. I think this thing's gonna jump out and attack me. Look at how much it's risen. It's like some type of blob. Ooh, toothpick don't even touch the bottom. Definitely not done. Shoot. Not sure what to do now. Especially since I just dropped that in there. It's not gonna smell pleasant. I think we should put it in for a couple more minutes. So hopefully this thing doesn't just keep expanding and out the front of the oven. That would not be good. Anyway, we'll come back in a little bit. Check it out. Hey Stash fans, it's back, and something is going askew here. I don't know what's going on. We're going to pull these brownies out of the oven before they start the house on fire. They've been in here for almost an hour, and you can see that they've spilled over onto the bottom of the oven, and that's burning and smoking and smelling just horrible. So I have absolutely zero clue what's going on. I searched the internet, and it seems like the ratios of stuff are probably right. My only thought is maybe it's because I beat the eggs and I didn't mix them by hand. Crap. So that actually turns out was a bad idea. I guess, I'm filled with those tonight. Anyway, I don't think these brownies are going to make it. I think I need to pull them out and then probably try this again at another day. Maybe I'll use a different brownie mixture and just add M&Ms. Yeah, because it's been in there, like I said, closer to an hour and it's still wet and juicy. So I don't think these things can be saved. I don't know. It's hot. Holy. It's hot. And it's burny and gross and stinks. And it's actually melting out the front of the oven. So, yeah, that's gonna burn yourself, dog. It's hot. It's hot, baby. Go drink some water before you... So yeah, I'm not sure what happens. But it's like foamy and fluffy and gross. So, oops. Anyway, that's cool. I'm going to see if I can eat the crust at least so I can get a little bit of pleasure for all the hard work. I mean, just the amount of dishes we had to do for this yeah, I don't think so. That's okay. Not terrible. I think maybe the only thing that went wrong was because I started drinking after I started making the brownies and not before I started making the brownies. So yeah, we'll definitely try this again, maybe over the weekend. So sorry the baking special didn't go as planned. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this and got a kick out of it, because we did. And oh well, it sucks, but it's really funny. So make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe. You can find me on Twitter at Mully Stash, and definitely make sure you tune in tomorrow.